takes me on to my next sort of question, and we've touched on it a little bit there. So the research, design, make, evaluate model is obviously something that we use within the NEA for Key Stage 4 and Key Stage 5, and it's something that we see a lot of in Key Stage 3. I think some schools, again, fall into the trap of doing this in every single project. Do you think every project should include a research, a design, a make and evaluate model, or can they be taught differently? What sort of success have you seen within that area?
It's a cycle, isn't it? So if you're talking about the design cycle, and there's many different iterations of that, that'll get you to the end point. But how many students, I'll counter that question, understand why they're doing all those things? So if you're taking separate elements out at some point to reinforce those elements and why they're important, and then bringing the other elements in as well, it consolidates the knowledge of why you produce the design cycle. And that's how designers work. But they don't work exclusively like that. If you look at any product designer, from Dyson through to Alessi, they'll have an idea and they'll put that idea down very quickly. And one of the things that I always used to try and get students to do, and when I've seen it in sense of good practice, is an idea quickly and then 3D, model it as quickly as possible, because actually what you're asking kids to do is think from 2D to 3D. Usually, unless it's a graphics project. But you've got to get them used to that idea of producing tangible little 3D outcomes as well, so that they understand that it's not just a range of ideas on flat paper, it's moving it on, and then you go back and you move. So I think that the cycle is important, but you can move within that cycle, you can go back again. So you need to do some more research here, because I think what you're coming up with at the moment is good, but can we look at so-and-so? Have you tried looking? So do you know what I mean? As a cycle, it shouldn't just be a virtuous circle. It should be a cycle that you can kind of go in and out of.
Dip in and out of, yeah. I mean, I've seen in some schools where we start with an evaluate and we'll get a product and we'll disassemble it and we'll look at how that works, and then we'll look at maybe redesigning or improving that. And I think you can, it doesn't always have to start with the design, and I think that's really an important point there.
Yeah.